I'm not a morning person.
Dedicated to being passionate about it.
Bodybuilders have become more lazy.
People have always thought I lift fake weights.
Iran and the United States.
You take responsibility for that.
So, you know, back in the day at Olympia, they used to have a comparison round between heavyweights and a lightweight, right? Bodybuilding. So, what do you think about if they have to bring it back, and at the end they do overall champion between the open division and 212? What do you think about that?
It would be awesome. It would be awesome. I think it should start at the local level, like at a say the New York Pro. They want to do it for fun and throw out an extra $5,000 and say we're going to have a pose down between the open winner and the 212 winner, and whoever wins gets an extra $5,000. And it's sponsored by Generation Iron.
Right.
And that's how it's going to have to happen, because there's no really rules against it. It would just be something fun, and the crowd would love it, and it would create a buzz throughout the industry, and everyone would be talking about it. And I guarantee you there's going to be a couple of shows throughout the year where it's very close, if not the 212 guy could beat him.
I think so too. If you really judge it objectively, I know the guys who open will have a height advantage constantly, right? But if you really judge based on the physiques, I feel like 212 guy will have at least a chance. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, absolutely. Put it this way: not even my best, but a couple of times throughout my career where I was close to my best, I did open shows. I did 2 open shows, and there were some names in there. I was proud to say I beat Steve Kuklo.
Yeah.
I did the Phoenix Europa in 2015, and I placed second in the open division. Second.
It's amazing.
A lot of people had me winning. So
Nice.
there's definitely argument to be made that 212 guys can stand with the open guys. I did the Ferrigno in 2017.
I remember that show.
Yeah, with a lineup that had Cedric McMillan, Brandon Curry, and then in third place was Josh Wade, and I was fourth.
That's great.
Yeah, you easily, these 212 guys mean business, And you're going to have next year Flex Lewis in the open. You had Hadi Chupan that arguably could have won the Olympia, either one of these last 2 years.
Yeah.
That good. And Flex is going to be that good. So, yeah.
How do you feel about Flex going to the open when you heard that he's doing it? I mean, what do you think about that?
I'm excited. I was so happy for him. He's still got plenty of time, and he's got nothing to prove in the 212 division.
Right.
And Flex is a guy who needs new challenges. He needs to always be moving and shaking and have something new to aim for. So that was the perfect timing. He won 7 Olympias. He was clear and by far the best 212 ever. Nothing to prove. And I think with a few extra pounds, he'd been saying for years that he wasn't allowing himself to grow. He wasn't training. He wasn't having a real off season to really put on size. Well, now he can. And bodybuilding is not a height and weight contest. It's how the muscle is distributed. It's how it's conditioned, how it's detailed, and how it's presented. And for my money, Flex has all of the above in spades. He's a great poser. He knows how to show his strengths and hide his weaknesses. He gets in tremendous condition. All he needs is just a few more pounds to be a little rounder, a little fuller, to stand with bigger guys and or taller guys. I'm not even going to say bigger. Another guy that moved up from 212 was Bonac. William Bonac was a 212 guy, and he's been second at the Olympia. He's won a couple Arnolds. These guys are no joke. If judged fairly, like you said, objectively, the best physique wins, not the biggest, heaviest guy.
Right, for sure. Breon Ansley is hinting that he might go into 212 division. How do you think he would do in it? Because I know he started in the 212 originally, but then obviously he reached success in the Classic. But how do you feel if he were to go back?
I don't think he would do that well because he's structurally a smaller guy, kind of like a Sean Clarita, but he's taller, obviously. So he's not meant to have over 200 pounds of muscle on his frame. His quality is incredible, and his condition is incredible. I don't know if he would have that same condition at 200 pounds, 205. I just don't see it. I think thicker, rounder guys, which are a dime a dozen in the 212 division, I think he'd have a tough time. I think he needs to go back to the drawing board and fix a few of the things that he messed up this year. I think he's still one of the best classic guys in the world, clearly. Sure. And he can still be better. He can still focus on a few of the presentation issues he had this year. Maybe bring up a few body parts. He can be better. I would never, if I were him, I would never switch to 212. I would focus on improving in the classic division. The fans love him. They love the rivalry with him and Chris and now Rough Diesel. If he improves, he can still be number one or top two, top three in the world. That ain't so bad. I'd hate to see him go to 212 and get lost in the shuffle because he ain't gonna be top three in the world in 212.